Right now, and firstly we're going to ask Chris McCormack just to make a couple of comments after you scull a little bit of that IPA. Go ahead. Good boy. Very Australian of you. How was your day, mate?
Oh, good.
Next question.
No, it was this race is always ridiculously tough, and you just roll with the punches. I've been here so many years. I've had the highs and lows in Kona, and today was one of those highs. It was just a beautiful race for me, and in this type of field, in this stacked field, it's to rise out on top is very, very humbling. So you just do the little things right, and I focused on that after last year. We went away as a group, and my family and my team, and looked at where we made some errors and tried to fix those, and we were half a shot, but you can't pick it. You've got these guys that are incredible athletes. You got the new brigade. Andreas Raylert, who's not here, is just phenomenal. I raced him in Frankfurt this year. He made me look stupid, and it's to come out on top is very, very humbling. To win this title again is I've got a title, never win it once. So to have two is very, very sweet.
Okay, so one's not enough, mate. You make me feel like that. You make me feel really good.
I'm just greedy.
Okay.
The oldest to win.
Yeah, there you go. You're the oldest to win.
I think I'm a month older than
Mark Allen, back in 1990.
You told me that. I want to check your birthday.
Chris swam 51.36 today. He rode a 4.31 and he finished it off with a 2.43, which is just unbelievable when they say that the pressure's on and comes down to the run length. Well, it was certainly on Chris today. He accelerated from mile 5 through mile 10. That's where he did all of his damage. That's where the time was put between him and Andreas Raylert. Andreas Raylert come back and caught him at mile 23. The two guys ran together until mile 25 and a half, and that was where Chris put in his final surge to take his second title. So Chris, that was just an incredible effort. Tell us how you felt like coming down to that last time. I remember back in 1998, you and me were running down the finish chute, and there was one more turn to go in there, and I said that the last, actually two people I wouldn't want to be in a sprint finish with. You know the other one, please. Miles Stewart and Chris McCormack. Chris shoved me into the fence and took the victory politely. So I said in commentary today on IronmanLive.com, I said, Andreas, do not go up onto the shoulder of Chris because you won't win the race when you do that. So tell us what you thought at 25 and a half, how you were going to take this win.
Well, I had about 1:20 on him at 15 miles, and I started to have a little bit of a rough patch up towards the energy lab. And the emotions of this race, you tend to have highs and lows, especially as the marathon goes on, and they tend to be very nutritional, well, for me. And so I figured, he was taking about 10 seconds a mile out of me, and I thought I'll take my time through the energy lab and make sure I focus on nutrition and expect him to catch me, and hopefully his chase, he'll neglect that nutrition a little bit. And I did. I walked the aid stations and took in my salt and took in my gels and had the Coke. And when he caught me about 3 miles to go, I was starting to feel very, very good. And I knew he wasn't going to blow by me because he was only taking 10 seconds a mile. And he sort of ran up on my shoulder. We started running side by side, and with about 1.5 miles or 2 miles to go, I turned to him and said, no matter what happens here, mate, best of luck. You're a champion. And we shook hands. And then we didn't say a word to each other from that point on. And I made a move on Mark and Dave Hill, and he dropped off. I didn't know if he was being tactical, and I thought, don't panic. You're still a long way from home here. There's still about 1.5 miles to go. So I backed it off, and I didn't want to blow it. And as we were running down Palani Hill, he yelled Coke, water at the aid station. I couldn't believe he was going to the aid station, so I absolutely hit the gas when he went to that aid station and got the gap, and that was the winning gap. But he's still a long way from home. I hit that flat, I panicked a little bit, I started to get a stitch, and I tried to breathe and relax. But when you're running for the Ironman World title, you just close your eyes, grit your teeth, and go for it. And in the end, it was enough. I was able to celebrate and really enjoy it. The last time I won here, I don't remember much. I was crying probably for the last quarter mile. So this year I really enjoyed it, and I was greeted by my family at the end. It was a wonderful day.
Yeah, It really was. And Sienna and Talia and Emma, they were at the finish line waiting for you. So the two decisive moves, the one for me was when you went through the aid station and chose not to take any aid, and Andres went, and then he came back at you. The other move was your surge on Kuakini Highway, which almost ruined it for you. It was the winning move, but it almost ruined it with a stomach cramp. How bad was it?
Yeah, I was getting a few stomach cramps towards the end. You have so much sugar, and your body just starts rebelling at that point. It's not too happy with you, and I really accelerated. Then got some stomach cramps. I was sticking my hand right up under my rib cage, going, "Don't let me down now." And I just started focusing on breathing, and like I said, I honestly think it was just his. He's an incredible athlete. He's only been here twice. He's very pro-ish in the fact that they come here very quickly and they learn this race very, very fast, and it took me a lot longer. And I think he's inexperienced. I think he might look back. I'm sure he's going to win this race, and he may look back in a few years and think, geez, that was the one that got away. I shouldn't have got aid at that aid station, because it was definitely the once I saw him do that, I went for it, and it was enough of a gap to hang on.
Okay, we'll just